Yo, what's going on, guys? We're playing some more NHL 17 today, and we're going to be talking about when you should sell Movembers. I know I just came out with a video telling you guys not to sell them, but I was looking at the comments in it, and I seen a guy say something about how he could sell his Voracek and a couple other players for a mad good profit. Another guy was asking me about if he should sell his toty or not, and that's what I kind of thought. Like, you know, we talk all about all these guys making profits and stuff, but Movembers will hit a peaking point and start to go down a little bit, especially, you know, once Team of the Year comes out, they'll definitely go down. So I figured it'd be a good time to talk about that, and it's kind of interesting when you think about some of these players. I got some of the younger guys brought up for a reason. We'll get to that in a little bit. But for most of, say, the higher end players, your Keiths, your Paciorettys, your Bufflins, those guys are all going to hit a peak at some point in time. Now, one thing's for certain is when Team of the Year comes out, most of these more expensive, overpriced ones will probably go down a little bit. Let's see if I can find an example for you guys real quick. Kane's not a good one. Kucherov, no. Kucherov actually might be an example that works. He's a couple hundred K now, but if he gets another upgrade or two, you could see his Movember be 500-600K. That being said, if he got a Team of the Year, his Team of the Year would probably fall lower than that. If he'd have, say, a 94, 95, he'd probably be falling closer to the 300, 400, 500K range. 300 to 500K range, we'll go with that, I guess. And you know what I'm saying is, if his Movember is more than his Team of the Year, it's obviously going to go down because they're the same overall. So that'd be because once Team of the Year comes out, I should say this: once Team of the Year comes out, that player can't have a higher overall unless they change it this year. Which, who knows? He has been changing things a lot lately this year. But of years past, the guy's Team of the Year is his highest overall. Say Kucherov gets a 94 overall Team of the Year and they make it to the playoffs, and he gets a Stanley Cup card. His Stanley Cup card won't be better than a 94 overall. His Team of the Year will always be that best overall. At least that's how it's been in years past. So one thing I want to say is you definitely want to make sure your Movembers are sold before Team of the Year for these expensive guys. Like I said, I'm going to talk about the cheaper ones here in a little bit for a different reason. Because I kind of just realized it when the guy said Tyler Toffoli, but really he won't even qualify for the thing. So like I said, when we talk about what I like selling Movembers, I think closer to the peak. I think last year I sold them closer to mid-January, to be quite honest, because I wasn't really playing the game much. And the year before, I was a little bit later than that. But one thing you want to do, though, is like realize this: Team of the Years come out in March, right? Usually last year before, they come out with 3 or 4 different weeks worth of Team of the Years. And here's the thing: most people are going to want that Team of the Year. By the time you've had a Movember on your team for 3 months, you're like, I want the new card. I want that shiny teal card. Most people are thinking like that, and either they're going to do one of two things. Either they're going to fire sale their Movember when the Team of the Year comes out to get the Team of the Year, and his Team of the Year or their Movember is going to dip for that reason, or they'll realize that and say, I don't know, a week or two before Team of the Years come out, people are going to start trying to sell them for that same reason. So again, a bunch of people try to sell them, price is going to go down a little bit. That's why I think I like to stick with either mid to late January or really early February. I wouldn't want to go much farther than a week or two into February without selling my Movembers. That's personally my opinion, because I think that's when they're going to start to go down. Because if you think you're mid-February by that point, really they probably can't get more than one more upgrade anyway, besides the Team of the Year. But between, you know, February and March, for the most part, unless they get on a hot streak. And like I said, by the time you get to February, Movembers start to get stale. They're great right now. Everybody loves them. But the longer they're on your team and stuff, you start to look like, I want something different. I want a new card. But like I said, that's for most of the expensive guys. I never really thought of this until, like I said, I seen that guy talk about Tyler Toffoli. And then I thought, well, what about the 23 and under Team of the Year? So when I talked about the 23 and under Team of the Year, that brought interest to me when I thought about it, because it's usually the first one that comes out, first of all, so they're more expensive. But I don't even know how old Bo Horvat is. There's a guy on here that's 23 and under. I want to find one real quick for an example. Max Domi's one. Max Domi, I don't know. I say his name wrong. Barkov was another interesting one. But if you look at it, he goes for 27K right now. He's under 23. So if he were to get, I wouldn't want to buy a Max Domi right now. That's just me. I'd wait until January. I honestly, the way I was thinking about doing it was selling all my expensive guys in January, maybe buying a couple of these cheaper guys like Domi in early February, late January, if they're still around 25-30K. Because here's the thing, by then you'll know if he's defense or if he's team of the year worthy or not. Same with Barkov. But they're both under 23, so they both qualify for it, and it makes it a lot easier for, you know, if they're good players under 23, they got a lot better chance of getting Team of the Year. And somebody like Max Domi, say he gets one upgrade, he doesn't get any upgrades the rest of the year. His team of the year is still going to be close to an 89-90 overall. Same with Barkov. Barkov will see a 90-91 overall. And at a 90-91 overall team of the year, his Movember is going to be well worth more than 30K. Same with Max Domi's 20K. I'd like to say, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not even going to throw a number out there because I'm not sure what they'd throw those team of the years at. Because sometimes they start really overpriced and sometimes they might be a little bit lower. Just, you never know. But either way, I'm thinking, you know, if an 89-90 overall is going to be well over 30K, I'd like to think if they got one, they'd have to start out at least around 100K, 150K the first week because they're team of the years until the better team of the years come out. And at that point, the Movember should go up a little bit if you can sell your Movember in that point or in that 1 week span. I think you could see a nice profit in that if you do it that way. It's just something I've been thinking about. Thought I'd share with you guys. Maybe you guys, some of you guys have all seen team of the years. Well, unless you're new to the game this year, you guys have all seen how team of the years work and stuff. So, you know, I'm not the only one with the opinion about it. Maybe you guys, if what I'm saying is making sense to you, maybe you're thinking, you know, that's not a bad idea, or maybe I'm just talking too much and you need to shut up. But I'm thinking about trying that. I really am. But like I said, I think we do all this talking about Movembers that when they come out, but we don't do any talking about when to sell them. And I think, like I said, mid-January, early February at the latest, I'd be wanting to sell my Movembers. I think they peak out around that time. To make sure you get them, you don't want to, you don't want to hold on to them too long, and then you lose 100K, and you're like, oh, go back up, and then he gets an upgrade. He doesn't go back up. That's what's funny, weird about the end of the year. The later you get, sometimes guys will get upgrades, overall won't change at all. They'll still be, or not overall, is their buy now price will still be 300K. I know I've seen that with a couple players before. So I was just saying, you got to remember that. Keep that in mind when you're holding all these Movembers. They're great to have, but don't forget, we're not too far away from selling point. What is it? Almost Christmas. It'll almost be a month away. You want to consider selling these bad boys already. I know it's crazy to think they just came out, it seems like, and now we're already talking about selling them. But as always, guys, you got any other questions about Movembers or any videos you want to see about them? Like I said, just let me know. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.